Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, when did I start feeling this tired all the time? Or maybe you've noticed that little things, like getting up from the couch or remembering what you walked into the kitchen for, aren't quite as easy as they used to be. You're not alone. Aging brings changes, of course, but some of the struggles we go through aren't just a natural part of getting older. They're often the result of common health mistakes that sneak up on us without warning. And the good news? Most of them are completely fixable. That's what we're talking about today. Because feeling your best after 60 isn't about chasing youth. It's about protecting your energy, your mobility, your sharp mind, and your joy. And sometimes, the biggest changes come from noticing the small things we've overlooked. So, let's sit down together for a few minutes, just you and me, and take a kind but honest look at 5 of the most common health mistakes seniors make, and what you can start doing today to avoid them. These aren't scary, complicated changes. They're simple, gentle shifts that can help you feel more vibrant, confident, and in control of your life. Let's begin with something that almost all of us have done at some point: skipping meals or eating too little during the day. You might think, well, I'm not as hungry as I used to be, or I don't need as much food now that I'm older. But here's the truth. As we age, our bodies actually need more nutrients, not fewer. The problem is many older adults aren't eating enough, not just in calories, but in real, nourishing food. That means not getting enough protein, fiber, healthy fats, or vitamins like B12 and D, which are critical for energy, bone strength, and brain health. Imagine your body like a car that's been on the road for decades. It's still running, maybe not like brand new, but with care and the right fuel, it can keep going strong. Now imagine putting just a splash of gas in the tank and expecting it to drive across the country. That's what happens when we undereat, especially when it comes to high-quality, whole foods. What you do instead? Start by making sure each meal includes a good source of protein, like eggs, fish, beans, or lean meat. Add colorful vegetables for fiber and antioxidants. And don't be afraid of healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or a handful of nuts. Even a small snack with yogurt and fruit between meals can make a big difference. Food is not just fuel. It's your medicine, your energy source, and your body's best friend. Now, let's talk about another quiet habit that sneaks in: sitting for long stretches without moving. You might be retired or just spending more time at home, and it's easy to settle into a cozy chair with a good book or TV show. There's nothing wrong with resting, but the problem comes when those sitting hours start to add up day after day. Our bodies weren't designed to stay still for so long. The muscles start to weaken, circulation slows, and joints become stiff. And before we know it, we're walking slower, getting tired more easily, and even becoming more prone to falls. It's not because we're old, it's because our bodies are begging us to move. But don't worry, you don't need to join a gym or run marathons. It can be as simple as standing up every 30 minutes to stretch your arms and legs. Take a walk around the house, march in place during commercials, or do gentle seated exercises in your chair. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself. It's just to keep the blood flowing, the joints moving, and the muscles engaged. You can even make it part of your daily routine. Walk to get the mail, dance a little while cooking dinner, or do some light gardening. Movement can be joyful. It doesn't have to be a chore. And the best part? The more you move, the more energy you'll have. It's a beautiful cycle. So we've touched on undereating and undermoving, 2 quiet habits that can make a big difference over time. Now let's shift to something that often hides in plain sight: ignoring sleep problems. You might think it's just a part of getting older to wake up at 3 a.m. or to feel groggy in the morning. But poor sleep is not something we should accept as normal. Sleep is when your body repairs, when your brain resets, and when your heart and immune system get a chance to rest. Skipping out on good sleep affects everything: your mood, your memory, your balance, even your appetite. If you've been struggling with sleep, it's worth paying attention to your nighttime habits. Are you drinking caffeine too late in the day? Are you spending too much time on your phone or watching TV right before bed? Is your bedroom too warm, too bright, or too noisy? Even small changes, like dimming the lights an hour before bed, turning off screens, or creating a bedtime routine with calming music or a cup of herbal tea, can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. And if you're waking up often during the night, it's okay to talk to your doctor about it. Sleep apnea and other conditions are common but treatable. You deserve restful, healing sleep, and it's never too late to improve it. Now that we've touched on those first few habits, let's continue with another one that many people don't even realize they're making. Now, let's continue our conversation because this next mistake is something I see all the time, and it's more dangerous than most people realize. It's not drinking enough water. Yes, something as simple as water. You'd be surprised how many seniors go through the day with barely a glass or two. Maybe it's because you're not feeling as thirsty as you used to, or maybe it's just not part of your routine anymore. But here's the truth. Dehydration becomes a silent threat as we get older. Our bodies don't send the same strong thirst signals, even when we need water. And the consequences can sneak up on you. Fatigue, confusion, dizziness, and even falls. Think of your body like a plant. When it's watered regularly, it stands tall, vibrant, and full of life. But when it's dry, the leaves droop, the color fades, and it doesn't take much for it to wither. That's exactly what happens to us when we're not hydrated enough. Now, I'm not saying you need to start carrying around a gallon jug like a bodybuilder. But try this. Start your day with a glass of water before your coffee or tea. Keep a bottle nearby while you're reading or watching TV. And if plain water isn't your thing, flavor it with a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a bit of fruit. Herbal teas count too, and even soups and water-rich foods like melons or cucumbers help. The key is consistency. Small sips throughout the day are better than trying to catch up all at once in the evening. And let's not forget, proper hydration also helps keep your joints lubricated, your skin looking fresh, and your digestion moving smoothly. That's a lot of benefits from something so simple. Now, moving along to the third mistake, and this one is sneaky. It's ignoring strength training. When people think about staying fit after 60, they often imagine walking, maybe doing a bit of stretching or light yoga, and those are all wonderful. But here's the thing. As we age, we naturally lose muscle. It's called sarcopenia, and it begins as early as our 30s, but it really accelerates after 60 if we don't actively fight it. And when we lose muscle, we lose strength, balance, and independence. You might be thinking, strength training? At my age? Yes, exactly your age. And no, it doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or going to the gym every day. It can be as simple as doing chair squats, using resistance bands, or lifting light dumbbells, or even soup cans at home. The goal isn't to build big muscles. It's to keep the ones you have strong and working. Think about how often you need strength in daily life. Getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, lifting groceries, or even keeping your balance on an uneven sidewalk. These all require muscle. And if we don't use it, we really do lose it. Here's what I recommend. Pick 2 or 3 short strength exercises you enjoy and do them a few times a week. Just 10 to 15 minutes can make a big difference. If you're unsure where to start, there are great videos online specifically for seniors, and many are designed to be safe and gentle while still effective. And don't forget, strength training isn't just about muscles. It also supports your bones, reduces your risk of osteoporosis, improves metabolism, and even boosts mood. Every little effort adds up. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And now, let's talk about the fourth mistake, which is often overlooked but can have a huge impact on your overall well-being: skipping regular checkups and screenings. I get it, doctor visits aren't exactly exciting. Maybe you've been healthy all your life and don't see the point, where you feel fine and think there's no reason to go. But health at our age isn't just about how you feel today. It's about catching problems before they become bigger, harder, and more expensive to fix. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, vision and hearing loss, certain cancers, they often develop slowly and without obvious symptoms. By the time they're noticeable, they might already be affecting your quality of life. Regular screenings and checkups help catch these things early when they're easier to treat. Think of it like routine maintenance for your car. You wouldn't wait until the engine fails to change the oil, right? It's the same with your body. It needs regular check-ins, even when everything seems to be running smoothly. So don't skip those yearly physicals, eye exams, or recommended cancer screenings. If you're not sure what you need, talk with your doctor. And remember, it's not about fear, it's about empowerment. Knowing your numbers and where you stand gives you control and peace of mind. Now, before we move on, take a moment to ask yourself, are you drinking enough water each day? Are you doing any kind of strength exercise? And when was your last full health checkup? These aren't just questions, they're invitations to take better care of yourself. Because your health is your freedom, and you deserve to feel strong, capable, and confident in your body, no matter your age. Welcome back, my friend. We've already covered some important ground: hydration, strength training, and the importance of regular health checkups. But now, let's talk about a mistake that creeps into our daily lives without us even noticing: spending too much time alone. You might think, I enjoy my solitude, or I'm just not that social anymore. And that's perfectly okay. Quiet time is important. But what I'm talking about is isolation, prolonged loneliness, going days without meaningful connection or conversation. And sadly, it's incredibly common after 60. Friends move away, loved ones pass, mobility might become a challenge, and little by little, it becomes easier to just stay home. But the truth is, social connection is not just a nice to have. It's a must-have for healthy aging. Research has shown that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. It increases your risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. On the flip side, staying socially connected can improve your immune system, keep your mind sharp, and even help you recover faster from illness. So what can you do? Start small. Call a friend just to say hello. Join a local group or club, even a virtual one. Take a class, volunteer, visit a neighbor. Even just chatting with someone at the grocery store or on a walk can brighten your day and make you feel more connected. And if you're feeling lonely, you're not alone. Reach out. There are more people out there feeling just like you than you realize. Community is everywhere. You just have to give it a chance to find you. Now, let's move on to mistake number 6, not getting enough good quality sleep. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs, your brain resets, and your immune system strengthens. Yet so many people over 60 struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling unrefreshed. And here's the kicker. Many of us just accept it as part of aging. But it doesn't have to be that way. Sleep can decline with age due to changes in hormones, lifestyle, or even medications. But poor sleep isn't something you should just live with, because it affects everything: your memory, your mood, your energy levels, and your ability to concentrate. Here are a few simple tips to improve your sleep. Stick to a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a calming bedtime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens an hour before bed, and do something relaxing like reading or listening to soft music. Make your bedroom sleep-friendly, cool, dark, and quiet. Maybe even use a white noise machine or blackout curtains. Avoid caffeine and alcohol late in the day. They interfere with deep sleep. Stay active during the day. A walk or light exercise can help regulate your sleep at night. If you're still struggling, talk to your doctor. Sometimes sleep issues are a symptom of another health condition, and getting help can make a big difference. You deserve deep, healing sleep every night. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give your body and your mind. And now, we've come to the final mistake, and this one might surprise you. Not having a reason to wake up in the morning. This is about purpose, passion, feeling excited about something, even something small. Because as we age, many of the roles that once gave our life structure, like career or raising kids, change or fade. And if we're not careful, we can lose that inner spark. But you are not meant to drift through your days. You still have so much to give, to learn, to experience. Having a purpose gives you direction, energy, and joy. And science agrees. It's linked to lower rates of Alzheimer's, better sleep, lower stress, and even a longer life. So what gives you purpose? It might be caring for a pet, tending to a garden, helping others, exploring your spirituality, creating art, learning something new, teaching someone else. There's no right answer, only your answer. If you're not sure where to start, ask yourself, what makes me smile? What did I love doing as a child? What have I always wanted to try? Purpose doesn't have to be big or loud. It just has to matter to you. When you wake up with a reason, your days feel lighter, your heart feels fuller, and even your body responds with more vitality. So, let's recap the 7 common mistakes we've talked about. Sitting too much, not drinking enough water, skipping strength training, avoiding checkups and screenings, spending too much time alone, not getting enough quality sleep, living without a sense of purpose. Each one may seem small on its own, but over time, they add up. The good news? Every one of them can be improved. Starting today, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. 1 sip of water, 1 call to a friend, 1 walk outside, 1 gentle stretch, 1 early bedtime, 1 goal, no matter how simple. This isn't about adding pressure. It's about adding life to your years. Because after 60, you're not slowing down. You're just getting started. So which one of these habits will you start changing today? You've got this. And I'll be right here cheering you on. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know what you'd love to see next.